welcome back to the TheEnbyNerd. It's really fucking cold in here. That's better. So, I'm 18. I turned 18 in January, and I graduated a semester early, which means I graduated a week after I turned 18. So, I was sort of thrust into adulthood without much, I wouldn't say not much warning, because I knew that I was graduating a semester early, and I knew that I was going to be 18 by the time, like, a week before I graduated. So I was just sort of unprepared. One of those things that I was not prepared for was driving. I took driver's ed in my junior year of high school, and my school was really cool about it. They paid for everything, and they paid for my driving lessons. And I took the entire driver's ed course, and when I was in school, I took one of the driving lessons. I am at home pretty much all the time. I work at home. I homeschool my 9-year-old niece, and I do housework. So, I mean, I'm at home most of the time, but I have dance on Sunday mornings and Thursday evenings. I go to hang out with my friends on Wednesdays, and so, you know, I go places, and my mom works all during the week, so of course she can't drive me around places. And then there are places that I want to go when I'm, you know, home by myself, or I'm home with just my niece. Not having a driver's license, and not having a car for that matter, has kind of like hindered that. So I took my second driving lesson on Sunday, and what they do is you have 3 driving lessons. They're 2 hours each, and then you practice driving in between each of those lessons. Because I'm 18, I don't necessarily have to do that anymore. I could just technically go take the test at the DMV, but I am not mentally prepared for that yet. So, yeah, I took my second driving lesson. The first one was really easy because it was just doing the surface streets and learning to navigate those. The second one, however, I drove on the freeway. Nerve-wracking enough as the thought of driving on the freeway was, it was raining on Sunday. I live in Southern California. It does not rain here very often. That was fun because I had just barely gotten used to driving 40 miles per hour, like on the surface streets. And then I was thrown into driving 60 to 65 miles per hour on the freeway in the rain. So we drove the surface streets for a little while, you know, the instructor said it was just sort of to get me warmed up, to get used to driving around again and everything like that. And then we got onto the freeway. And there are 2 main freeways where I live. There is the 78, which is, I live just down the street from that. And that one's a little more difficult to navigate, simply because there's a lot of traffic on the 78. And then there's the 15. There is a spot where the 15 and the 78 merge. We did not go there the first time I got onto the freeway. We just went onto the 15, which was actually very easy once I got used to the speed. That was my biggest problem, was getting used to the speed of the car. Like I said, I'd just barely gotten used to driving 40 miles per hour, and then I was driving, 20 miles per hour faster than that. So we got off in Poway, pretty damn far from where I live, and we drove the surface streets and everything like that, and then we got back onto the freeway, and I did the merge from the 15 onto the 78. Which would have been completely effortless if it weren't for the fact that at one point I was supposed to merge left, because that was just where the lane ended, and I had to merge left. And this asshole in a truck you could see the car that I was driving in had the driving school logo like painted on it, and it said student driver, everything like that. This asshole in this truck decided, as I was supposed to merge, to speed up to get past me. He couldn't just wait to like go around me as soon as I had merged. No, he decided that it was a good idea to drive past me as I was trying to merge, as I had to merge, otherwise I would have been driven off the road. What the fuck? Like, why? Why would you do that? Why would anybody do that? You can see that I'm a student driver. I get that you don't want to be around me because of that, probably, but like, you can't just wait until after I absolutely have to merge to just go to switch lanes, to switch into the lane left of me, and then go around me and get back into that lane. You had to drive past me as I absolutely had to merge. I do not understand the mindset of some people. I don't get it. Like, at the time, I was just kind of like, meh, yeah, whatever. I was focused on what I was doing, but afterwards I thought about it and I'm like, that guy was an asshole. That guy was a complete and total asshole. Like, why would you do that? You could have killed a student driver. Do you realize that? Because I looked over my shoulder before I merged, because I'm supposed to do that. I'm legally supposed to do that. I know that's what the DMV is going to want me to do, is check not only my mirrors, but look over my shoulder as soon as I hit the turn signal. So I did that. This guy was way behind me, totally safe to merge, and then all of a sudden I start to merge and he speeds up and he's right next to me. My instructor had to reach over and kind of turn the wheel back into the lane that we were in, because I did not see this guy. He sped up so quickly. He was so far behind me, I could not see him, and it had started raining again by that point. And so there was like mist spraying up behind me from like the wet streets, and what is with the mindset of some people? Why must you do that? Why? Why? I do not understand. You know, after that, it was okay, because I have become very comfortable with driving on the surface streets. I have become very comfortable with being behind the wheel in general. The freeway was nerve-wracking for me, but I was able to manage it. I don't know that when I have a car I'm going to take it very often, probably just to drop Chloe off at her classes on Wednesday mornings. But that's but I will be posting a video this coming Thursday. I'm sorry that I didn't get it to you last week. So yeah, I don't know. I got really heated. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye!